So we got some clips from yesterday of our brand new running back, Tahj Brooks from Texas Tech. And not many clips, to be honest, because, again, it was just kind of like a walkthrough. The Bengals only do a one-day period when it comes to rookie minicamp, so we don't get, like, the craziest stuff. But what we do get to see is Tahj Brooks right here running a comeback route, kind of like a curl flat route. So looking pretty good, but let's be honest, it's going to be hard to actually not catch that football. You have to try not to catch that football because no one's covering you, and it's pretty much booty butthole naked. I mean, again, but I do like to see him as a receiver because he is also a very good receiving back, along with having two 1,500-yard seasons at Texas Tech. And here's an example of him being shifty and elusive. So this is the cone drill. I'm going to say cone challenge. The cone drill where he goes and runs around the cones like this, which, again, like I said, just shows off a little bit of elusiveness. Listen, there isn't too much, but trust me, there will be during the preseason. I promise you that. The preseason is about to be lit when it comes to Tahj Brooks. He's going to look like an absolute animal out there and probably going to look like the best running back of this preseason, which should make the whole 53-man roster cuts even more interesting. Because now we really got to think, because at the end of the day, what do we want for a running back? We want a pass blocker and a guy that can catch the football. We have 4 guys on the roster now who can do that. We have Zach Moss, we have Chase Brown, and we now have Tahj Brooks and Samaje Perine. Tahj does say you're protecting a $50+ million guy. Quarterback, that guy cannot get hit. Obviously, referring to Joe Burrow and referring to him as a pass blocker. He understands that it's very important for him to be a pass blocking running back for us, and he's all for it, which I'm very, very excited for because our line always has issues. So getting another guy in the backfield that can protect Joe Burrow, maybe give him, 3 or 4 more seconds to actually be able to throw the ball. Always an amazing thing to do. So, shout out to Tahj Brooks, but shout out to all of our guys because we now have 4 running backs. And I don't think we're going to go into the season with 4 running backs. So, here's our international guy, Derek Barnett. Okay, I probably butchered that name. No, Dante Barnett. My bad, not... I'm thinking about Seahawks guy. Dante Barnett. I grew out of my frame. There was no hope for me once I got bigger. Yeah, he is an absolute animal. And now that I figured out that he could be on the practice squad without counting toward the 16-man practice squad, I kind of want him on our practice squad no matter what. I don't know if he's going to make the 53-man roster in the end. He might. I don't know. But if he doesn't, I still want him on this team no matter what, because this guy is an absolute animal. And he did play soccer. Or no, he didn't play soccer. He liked soccer growing up. Shout out to Manchester United and whatever. I don't know. I'm not a soccer fan, I'll be honest with you. It's one of those things where it's like soccer and golf I never got into. I'm sure there's, a lot of correlation when it comes to NFL players liking soccer or liking golf, but me personally, I never got behind it. All right, so let's go ahead now and take a look at Fairchild here. And this first clip we're looking at is actually pretty hilarious. So he is the right side, that left guard position. See where my mouse is? That's where he is. Watch what he does to this guy. So this pass rusher comes inside here, and he's going to go against the right tackle. Well, Fairchild goes ahead and throws this man onto his butt, completely out of the play, and just an absolute animal, which, hey, listen, we need to see that type of, situations in this upcoming season because I'm loving it, okay? I'm loving it, but it's only college, and I got to keep that in mind. I think we all do, that college and the NFL, yes, sometimes it translates, but sometimes players aren't always as great in college. NFL as they are in college. But I don't care. Just seeing our rookies look good is always just amazing to me. it always gives me like butterflies in my stomach, and I'm like, that's gonna be the guy that helps us win a Super Bowl, and if that's the case, that is gorgeous. Going in talking about Seth McLaughlin here. Seth McLaughlin was the center, undrafted center out of college. He did get hurt. He would have been a 3rd or 4th round pick, but because of injuries, he is now on our squad as an undrafted guy. He did say that we have a great offense. They compete for Super Bowls, and I have won a championship at every level. So he right now should be ready to go for training camp. That is what he expects to be at this point, is ready to go for training camp. Hopefully he is. We have to wait and see. You know, one of those situations where, again, injuries at the offensive line position, they can always creep back up on you. And when you think they're going to go away, they could come right back without even a second of a doubt. So hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he is 100%. And he is currently our 3rd center on our roster. So he's going to be competing for that center job. Based on what I understand, he's not going for the guard job, which he probably should. He probably should try and go for the guard job. But I'm not sure if his measurables are going to be good enough to get that said guard job. So it's one of those situations where sometimes you might just not be the correct size to be a guard in the NFL. But we'll have to wait and see. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, though. I'll see you guys in the next one.